Hey guys, what's going on? This is Daryl Addison at torpedopod.com. Daryl Addison at torpedopod.com. And listen, look, as you can see, I don't have problems with my food. It still grows. And so I raided one of these pots yesterday night, and I've got a substantial amount of food. What I'm going to do is that, but I didn't weigh it. And so what I do, I'm going to raid this pot with you, okay? Now, normally I don't go and raid pots. You can see, it had the limbs hanging over. I haven't touched this pot at all. Really, I've never touched this pot. So it just runs by itself, and I don't have to do anything. And that's the purpose of the planter, to grow your food for you and you not have to be there. And it does a tremendous job. Now, I had a roofer come and they put a lot of debris, so we're able to, unlike your gardens, which you have to dig up because the roofer comes and throws this debris down. Our plants are all mobile, so they move them. So all we have to do is move them out, get the roofing job done, get the planters back in place. So they're operating just fine, you know. I have no problem with that. Now, we did have the timer go bad on these, and so these are being manually watered right now. So even though they're fleshy and beautiful and edible, the fact of the matter is you want that timed water. But because it's wintertime, this is what the watering system you're going to have to adjust to instead of using your timers. Those who have indoor timers, you have no problem at all. But I love this kale. It's a dependable source of food that always gives. It has roughage to it. You know, it's like it has some type of fiber or something to it. You know, it provides great, everybody talks about how nutritious kale is. So I could take this in, I could fry my kale. I could cook it down and put it in my soups. For those who don't have access to good nutrition, like you go to the store, you buy just something, noodles, and it may provide some type of a sustenance for a short period of time. But to be able to take your kale and throw it in with the noodles, and then your peppers and your tomatoes and everything else that has been grown outside, it makes a huge difference in your health. A huge difference in your health. So what we're going to do now, we're going to raid this little planter right here, and we're going to try to get out of it as much as we can. So forgive me, but I'm going to have to try and take this thing out. So what I normally do is just cut around the ring of the planter itself. Everything that's hanging off the ring, I just cut it completely out. And go back far down as the stem as you can when you see those. Those are the bigger ones. I just go and cut them out. Okay, cut them out, cut them out, cut them out, cut them out. And that's a hefty little bunch there. Now I have one down here I probably do not want to keep, but for the most part, this is a beautiful little bunch. This is a beautiful little bunch, very fleshy. So I'll take that, do it for now. Let's see, I'm just going to start cutting all the big limbs that you see. Only the big ones, okay? Around the edge of the planter. Take the big limbs out. Oh, that's a huge limb. Oh, she's beautiful. Look at that. I'll stand up and let you guys see this one for yourself. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Wow, that's beautiful. I love that. Yeah, I take still shots of things like this, and yeah, I love it. I love it. Texture, color, all these things is just beautiful. Absolutely. And you're eating healthy food in a habitat in which it's developing and it's growing in and is very happy with. Yeah. All right, so let's go back to this. Let it grow. You don't have it to worry about being stressed by growing outside in the ground during this time of year, because most people are not growing this time of year outside in the ground. So I'm just going to cut it through. And some of these limbs are really huge. Oh, really satisfied with what's going on here. But just all the big ones. Let's take them all out. Now, we've got a lot of leaves in this planter too that we've got to clean out. And so I'm going to just, so we have about 20 kale planters that, because it's winter time, we're not using for anything else. We just grow kale in it. And it's been doing just fine. It's growing kale inside of it. Now these are from seedlings that we got from the grower. We didn't plant these from seeds. We got these from the seedlings. They were late in the year, and it's we were getting our third crop coming out. And these plants, we were able to do flowers and additional crops. And so this is like our third crop here, coming off this particular plant cherry. Yeah, we did a number of different things in these planters. Okay, here we go. There 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 we go. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So we rated the one planter, and I want to keep these. Let's see. These are getting less sunlight over here, so these are probably going to be all trashed. I'm going to take these and put them in my compost. Now, let's go in. So we've realized that we have one weed. Oh no, this is the kale. Goodness gracious. So I'm going to pull out all of the leaves. Yeah, take one out of there. Just clean it up. Let it breathe. Let air get through it. Look at all and see if you have any death inside of your torpedo pot. Any plants that are dying. Look at your plants. Make sure nothing is dying. Just take a look at them. Look at their health. That lets you know. Give them space. So take out some of the debris that's inside of there. If there are any leaves that like this that are underperforming, pop it off. Put it in your compost bin. Those are nutrients. When you put the plants in your compost bin, you're really you're putting the nutrients that you created back to where it originally was. So you're creating good soil. Soil can't be bought. You don't buy soil. There's no place in the world that can give you soil for your plant. Your plant has to interact with this environment to create its own soil, to create the sugars that it's looking for, to create, and that soil also has to be mobilized to produce food for the plant. Okay. So, and that's just what the torpedo pot does. It takes consideration all of these factors so that now you can produce food for your plant. Now, this is one out of 20 that I've cleaned out here. Am I going to eat all of this kale? No, I'm not going to eat all this kale at one time, but I will probably have it in a nice soup. Now, I have 1 out of 20. I picked a bag yesterday. It's probably about a half a pound, maybe 3/4 of a pound, something like that nature. Or maybe even a pound. I'm not so sure. Maybe a pound also. But I cooked a batch yesterday. Guys, I made a tremendous meal. I took spaghetti. Well, I took some beef, mixed it with the pot, sauteed it down, added all my peppers, my onions, everything I grew in the garden. I threw at this mix. 4 different types of peppers. I picked up celery, fresh celery. I threw it inside of there. I mean, it was so delicious. And I don't even like eating a lot of spaghetti. But when you have a tremendous sauce, oh my gosh, with a little bit of angel hair, it went such a long way. It's just like a broth. But anyhow, what I did is I cut up the celery and I cut up the kale into fine particles and put it inside of that spaghetti mix. And it was delicious and nutritious. It was delicious and nutritious. And it had such a great taste to it, as if it were spaghetti itself. It's delicious. It has a good crossover. I mean, it's a very healthy crossover. So I created a big pot of spaghetti for everybody to eat, and used probably about 80% of that bag of kale. And I'm coming back now, and now I've got to find what to do with this. So don't think that you're going to eat everything up at one time. Okay? As you start to build your gardening skills, you're going to have many different fruits and vegetables you'll be able to draw from. And you'll be able to store those things accordingly as you like. But get off the ground, try your torpedo pot, let it work for you. Darryl Addison at torpedopot.com, Darryl Addison at torpedopot.com. Thank you so much. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.